Okay, so we are waking up to an absolute whirlwind of celebrity headlines today. Seriously, this is all anyone is going to be talking about. We've got a shocking arrest of a major pop icon, a really somber return to the spotlight, and some family drama that is just playing out for everyone to see. Let's just dive right in.
So, the biggest story, right? The one that literally dropped like a bombshell this morning, involves one of the most famous pop stars in the entire world.
Yup, we're talking about Britney Spears. She actually spent the night in jail. It is a shocking headline for sure, and we are going to break down everything we know so far. Okay, first things first, let's get into the actual facts of what happened. This all went down pretty fast overnight, and the details, well, they paint a pretty clear picture of her night behind bars. So here's the timeline. The arrest itself, that was at 9:30 last night. Then she was booked by the sheriff's department way in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. And she was finally released right as the sun was coming up around 6 a.m. this morning. That's a whirlwind 8.5 hours, start to finish. Okay, so the most important detail here is the charge. She was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence in Ventura County, California. Now, we don't have her blood alcohol level yet, and the investigation is still ongoing, but what's really key here is that this is her first real legal trouble in a very, very long time. And of course, you know it, this arrest has already kicked off a huge debate online. Everybody's talking about her life and her well-being since that conservatorship ended. You remember that super controversial 13-year legal arrangement that basically controlled every aspect of her life. And what's so interesting is how you see two totally different ways people are looking at this. On one side, you have people pointing to this as a huge red flag. They're bringing up things like the, Dancing with Knives videos and other past behavior. But then, on the other side, you've got people saying, hold on a minute. Legally speaking, she's been pretty much squeaky clean. The divorce was amicable, and she stayed out of any real trouble. Until now. And you know the internet had to do its thing, right? Puns like, hit me baby one more wine, went viral almost instantly. It just goes to show how fast the public can turn something pretty serious into a meme. Okay, so let's shift gears now. We're moving from legal drama to something much more personal. A story that's unfolding right in front of all of us. Our next headline is about Savannah Guthrie and a very somber return. So she actually showed up at the Today Show studio this morning, and no, she wasn't there to anchor. She was there to reunite with her colleagues, her work family really, for the first time since the search for her mother started. The show put out a statement to clarify what was going on. It said, and I'm quoting here, Savannah Guthrie just stopped by the studio this morning to be with and thank her Today colleagues. She remains focused right now supporting her family and working to help bring Nancy home. But this does make you wonder, right? I mean, the visit was obviously very personal, but was there maybe something else going on? A more strategic reason for it? And this is where you see the dual purpose of it all. On one hand, yeah, it was a chance for her to thank her colleagues for all their support, but on the other hand, her being there generated brand new headlines, which put the focus right back on the search for her mother. It keeps that incredibly important story right there in the public eye. All right, for our last story, we are doing a complete 180. We're going from heartfelt support to a family feud that just absolutely exploded. I'm talking about a rivalry that's been simmering for years, and someone just threw a whole can of gasoline on the fire. So as a lot of you already know, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. They are arch rivals. I mean, their feud is legendary, right? It goes back years with diss tracks, public fights, the whole thing. So just imagine the shock when two very, very specific people showed up at Cardi B's concert. You are not going to believe this. The surprise attendees were none other than Nicki Minaj's own half-sister Ming and the mom of Cardi B's very recent ex-boyfriend Stefon Diggs. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This is some next-level drama. So what's the deal here? What does this all mean? Well, let's be real. Showing up at your sister's number one enemy's concert, that is not a subtle move. It's a huge public statement, and it's basically forcing everyone to pick a side.
And Nicki's sister didn't just go either. Oh no, she posted from the concert with this caption, kind of trying to play it both ways. But as you can imagine, actually being there in person, yeah, most people are going to see that as picking a side loud and clear.
And that's exactly why people are calling this an unforgivable act. I mean, in the high-stakes world of celebrity feuds, this is pretty much seen as a major, major betrayal.
So then, what's the deal with Stefon Diggs' mom? Well, the timing here is just brutal. He and Cardi just broke up, and on top of that, he was literally cut from his NFL team yesterday. So for his mom to go out and publicly support his ex right now, wow, that is a statement.
So when you step back, you've got Britney's arrest, Savannah's emotional return, and Cardi B's concert drama. These are three totally different stories, right? But they're all connected by this one powerful, relentless thing, that constant, glaring public spotlight where every single move you make is put under a microscope. And it all kind of leaves us with this one final thought. For people who live their lives under that intense microscope, where every mistake, every moment of sadness, every single family argument becomes a global headline, where do you even draw the line between public and private? Is there even a line anymore? It's definitely something to think about.